Are you sometimes taken by surprise with distance issues, or maybe your students are? For example, you think you have the proper distance, you attack your partner, and then you find that they can reach out and touch you very easily. So you're closer than you thought. Today's video is from a white belts class from our summer camp last August in Los Angeles. In the video, I worked on focusing on spaces by using kind of a swinging atemi for ikkyo, and we followed that with the same swinging motion of the arms, but now with a shoto, holding a shoto, and going towards the partner's ankles. In addition to helping people become more aware of distance and spaces, I also wanted these white belts to simply move and bend and retain and maybe even gain some flexibility. So we did a lot of variations. We didn't stick to the classics completely. I hope today's video will give you some insight, inspiration, and motivation to help you make the most of your training and take your Aikido to the next level. Let's check it out. Hi, Dojo. Cool. Then let's go back to what we were doing for those of you who were here the other days. Anyway, we were really looking at the space. We were looking at the space all the way down to the ankles when we were standing up. And I think we also did this one. Anyway, so let's let this arm, this hand, ride right up. Cool. This line. Thank you. Cool. Yes, 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 there you go. That's an interesting point, by the way. The first time that I threw him, he blocked, but then the second time he didn't block, and he didn't need to block. He was moved back far enough, right? So that's the best. If you don't feel the need to block, that's a good sign. If you feel the need to block, it could probably is that you need to move a little differently. Okay? Hey, Dozo. Let's take another look at it. Let's reach right up. I touched his chin, and now he's like, oh, I'm not going to let her touch my chin again. Okay? So let's reach right up. I think, well, within reason, you know, partner appropriate. We've got people who just started like 4 classes ago. We've got people who have been training a few years. So, but anyway, let's reach up here first. Then let's contact the arm. Thank you, Julie-san. Right up here. What? Be careful, but at the same time, this gives us, this helps us with our spatial awareness. Here. Ooh. So you need to attack from the center. Okay? And especially on the first attack, oftentimes we're coming in with our face. And then after that, we're not as much. So, good, excellent. Hi, go ahead. Oh, same, standing up now. Oh. This one already starts loosening up, lengthening. Like the attachment point of the pec and all of that. This, right? Really, really, really loosen it. Then let it continue that feeling all the way up. And then contact the arm. But all the way, got to the, ooh. Here, already. Uh-huh. Good. Ooh. Okay? Then, here. We're not doing points in space. We're doing lines in space. Mm-hmm. Let it move with your leg, right? Here.
not points. We're not making, if this were a huge paintbrush, instead of making dots, we want to draw some lines. I'm going to draw the line right from in front of these toes over to her toes and up to her ankle. Ooh. Same thing I did. If I position myself a little bit behind him, he goes that way, or to the side, I guess I should have said. And what's tempting is, ha! He's not going to continue engaging with that. He's going to back right off. Okay? Interestingly, now is when he starts to go, oh, what's going on here? The one that looks more unassuming, as opposed to, ha! Maybe for the Hollywood movie, the Hollywood blockbuster movie. But what really makes him move is this. Ooh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. This one, yes. Uh-huh.
Hey, we'll get back to the video in just a moment, but I wanted to give you a gift for joining us today. We want to give you a free resource, our Martial Arts First Class Checklist. It's a simple PDF guide. Whether you train with us in Los Angeles or at some other dojo in some other city, you'll find the checklist super helpful. It'll take the guesswork out of your first visit to a martial arts school, eliminating stress and helping you start out on the right foot. You can download it at aki-usa.org/first-class-checklist with hyphens in between. Or just click in the link in the description below. I hope you enjoy the gift and I hope you take action on it. Now let's get back to the video.
So here's this. Interestingly, as I said before, it's not as profound for him as this. So go for the ankles, okay? Here's with the knee. Same side. It's the ankles. It's probably the opposite of what you think. That if you, like I said, actually when I showed it, I pointed to like the midsection. Then the knee, it starts to have a little bit more potent effect. But the ankle is different, huh? So don't block sticks with your shins. Here, that foot just went up. Why wouldn't it? Why would it stay planted? God. Not that we would in this dojo. But anyway, this is my practice on spatial awareness and also his. Plus, maybe both of us, but especially his practice of sensitivity as well. Careful. I'm getting you close. Then also you can do ura. Good. Yes, you got it. Good. Cam-san. Ooh. Omote. Then I give her a path past me. Ura. But now we've gone from the idea of atemi to like pushing the air to her. Again, pretty advanced idea. But we'll apply it to some classical stuff soon. Ooh. Good? Yes. Brett-san. And you'll notice that in addition to really trying to let my arms come out of the socket, in a sense, best way I can figure out to say it, I'm also walking a little bit like this. You guys have seen me come in and out of the dojo into the hangout room. I don't think you ever see me walk into the hangout room like that, right? So, but I'm doing that so that I can have an impact on this space here. And if I just kept good posture, I would maybe bump into this hand. So, yeah. So let's try again. And remember, for our purposes right now, this more unassuming pose will get you farther than this, and I'm going to hit you on the knees, or I'm going to, you know, okay? Go ahead. Ooh. So last time when we were working empty-handed, we were coming to here, but paying attention to the full line, right? But this time, let's leave it here. This needs to be alive. So not just, there's something different about it. So I kind of locked this up too. So if I unlock that, but also as if you were pushing the air, as if you had something in this hand. Cool. 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 Thank you. And back to more of a classical ikkyo, but keeping all of that stuff in mind that you just worked on. So we'll go to ikkyo, we'll go to the pin. This looks like what you're asked for on your tests, but just don't just go on to autopilot and train with his arm again. No training with his arm. Train with Adam. So as soon as I release him, I'm going to look for those spaces. Ooh. Okay? So I had an awareness here. The hand went here quickly. Last time we exaggerated the timing on them too. But anyway, it went here quickly. But we both had this awareness of the space as soon as I released him. Thank you.
In conclusion, I hope you found that helpful and interesting. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comments section if you or your students sometimes misjudge distance, and if so, what you find helpful. And let me know, of course, what seminars you plan on attending. You can check out my seminar schedule at leah-suzuki.com/seminars. That's leah-suzuki.com/seminars. Again, I want to give you a gift, my checklist called The 3 Lines of Equilibrium in Budo. It's from my paid online course called Proper Body Alignment in Movement, but it's free for you today as a thank you for hanging out with me and watching my video today. The checklist will help you identify and eliminate ineffective or harmful patterns of movement so that you can preserve your body and improve your technique and continue training for years to come. Just click on the link below or type into your browser leah-suzuki.com/body-alignment-checklist. Again, that's leah-suzuki.com/body-alignment-checklist with hyphens in between each word. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.